Hey guys, Jonathan here, doing a video. I've heard a lot of people talk about, oh, what's your rig? That's what it looks like, what does it sound like, so on and so forth. So I thought I'd do a video of what my rig sounds like. I'm recording through my phone, so do not be judgmental of that. We all can't be Curtis and have awesome recording equipment. So I'm going to go through my rig and kind of just show you what I'm working with here. First in my chain is my JHS Pulp and Peel. It's a great compressor. There's a lot of people asking about, what does a compressor do? Do I need one? Personally, I love having mine. Mine is an always on pedal. I'm going to kind of give you my sound without my compressor, which... This is with it on. Kind of gives a nice little pop, a nice little hit. Also, with the Pulp and Peel, some people don't know this, it does have a built-in little black buffer, which is absolutely amazing. I love having that at the beginning of my chain. Next is my wah/volume pedal. A lot of people ask me about that. It is a Mr. Crybaby. When engaged, it is a wah pedal. When not engaged, it is a volume pedal. Don't typically use it for volume. Mostly use it for wah. It is one of those pedals you get a lot of love and hate on. Some people don't like the sweep on it. I personally love it. Kind of gives me a nice... it has a nice feel to it. Also works as a volume. Next in line is my Mojo Hand Colossus Fuzz. Not a big fan of fuzzes until I played this one. I got this one. Very nice gain to it. Gives you a great sound. Next is the staple of my drive tone. It's my Analog Man Prince of Tone. An amazing pedal. If you ever are able to pick one up, I suggest doing so. Can kind of give me those John Mayer tones that I love so much. Next in line is the Pearl. I know a lot of people have heard about it. You're gonna hear it. It does not do it justice. I've been a very big believer in every demo I've seen really doesn't do it justice till you get to hear it in live in person. Mine does have the flip-flop toggle. I levitate towards the punch drive. Not anything against the touch drive. Most of my touch drive sound comes more from my Prince of Tone. I could probably, if I wanted to, toss a Prince of Tone and stay with the touch and the punch, but I love it too much. And so this is my that's my punch drive. Here's my touch drive by itself. Whoops. I have a 2-year-old, so he likes to play with the knobs. is both of them engaged together. Here's without the flip-flop. I prefer the flip-flop. It has more of a darker tone, which I levitate towards. People talk about those muddy, dark tones, which I'm actually a very big fan of. And then this, when I usually do kind of my lead, high-gain stuff, it's more of my Prince of Tone with my punch, which sounds more like this. Next in line is my JHS modded DS1 with the Lexi Drive mod. Gives me more of my AC/DC Marshall feel. I kind of use it for my direct forward drive. And the one that I get asked about the most is right up here. It is a Rat clone that was made, kind of a one-off thing. It's a pink enclosure. All the knobs have LEDs in them. Kind of gives me my 80s hair metal sound, I guess is what you kind of go for, or what you'd say. Next pedal in my chain is a 1984 Ibanez CS9 chorus pedal. This thing is wonderful. I love it, and the fact that it was made before I was born is great. I'm going to go ahead and play a little of that. We were just having a talk last night on Gear Talk about the chorus pedal coming back, and I'm really excited because I feel like I've had a head start. It has not left my board for the past couple of years. I don't use it typically, but I love being able to have it there whenever I want it to. Works great on swells and some of your clean tones. So here it is, the CS9. Good stuff there. I love that pedal. Next goes to my Ernie Ball VP Junior. This is modded. You really can't see, maybe down here. It does have the blue LED with the buffer, and it was not modded by Dan at This One's Mine or GHS was modded by an individual himself who I got it in trade off of the classifieds. Gotta love it. Running into my Korg Pitch Black tuner. I had it for years. Really don't have a need to switch it out. It does the job, does a great job doing it. So, and yes, I am using the tuner out, so all you tone snobs can start talking about that. Running into my Eventide time factor with my This One's Mine auxiliary switch with the expression knob on the side. I use my left foot for. I don't have the expression hooked up right now. Really, it's hard to find a practical use for it with it on the time factor. I'm waiting to get something that uses an expression knob that I can possibly use it for on something else. I think that would be really cool to be able to control 2 pedals with one auxiliary switch. So I'm going to go through a couple of my basic first 4 banks, which are my general delays, not set up for specific songs. Got my digital delay, my pristine, kind of got that. Got a nice little tail to it. This is my trim delay. Use more for my swells. And seeing as I don't have a tremolo pedal right now, it's nice to add a little extra to it. Whoops, wrong way. Going up to my vintage style delay. This is my kind of a lead line feel I've got to it. I'll let you hear the tail off on that. Kind of a really great kind of sound there. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, everyone can have a laugh at that. I do have a U2 setting literally for that. So. Don't use it often, but this is called every lead line. Kind of less of a tail off, more of a fuller sound whenever playing a lead line that doesn't need delay. Then this is one of my fun kind of hidden ones that I mess around with. 4-1 is my Another Brick in the Wall. So, and then going into just a classic slap back. Next is a pedal that's been on this whole time. I love it to death. It's my Trinity. I stick with the E1. I don't mess with reverb a lot. And so it's always on, just adds that nice little bit of a feel to it. I'll play it with it and without it. So here's with it on. Kind of hear that trail off, and there's my basic sound. And then really adds just kind of a nice feel. I've got my, up here, This One's Mine mini solo boost. I'm not really need to kick it on or use it as a clean boost. Adds just a tiny bit of grit, and I mean a very, very tiny bit. And then I've got my TC Electronics Ditto looper up on the top left. I always get asked oh, how do you reach that? Da, da, da. Well, I've got very long legs. If you meet me in person, I'm a very tall gentleman. I'm not Pino Palladino tall, but I'm getting there. So that's my rig. Hopefully I get to see yours, and see what you're working with and how you're making it work for you.